Katherine, wie geht's denn Ihrem Deutsch?
Oh boy, I have to practice my German, I forget. Meine Deutsch ist nicht sehr gut.
Oh, ich finde es ausgezeichnet. Ja.
Just a moment, please. Anna! Hello! Hi. Just a lady here. Oh, I see. Come on in. Hello.
It's good to see you.
Oh.
You look very lovely this evening.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me if I speak of unpleasant things, but you must feel that a burden has been lifted with the conviction of this mobster's daughter.
Yes, I do. Katherine.
Oh, would you excuse me for a
Yes.
second?
Hi. You did hear from Robert, I hope.
Are you kidding? Mary, I have learned that you expect Robert when you see Robert. He may call, he may not.
Well, you know, the poor man, he has such a burden of office. He works like a Trojan.
Well, I think that Claudia works like a Trojan, too. But he still manages to find the time to make the woman that he's with feel like she matters to him.
And Robin, that delightful young girl of yours, she's well?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Well, I must thank you for making me feel so at home, you know? You and Robin just, you know, you made me feel welcome.
Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
It was a delightful party. And I was very surprised when I learned what you were going through with this Jerome person.
Oh, with Olivia, you mean?
Yes, you're a very brave woman.
Oh. Life goes on, you know.
Perhaps, but I have been reading everything about this Olivia and her father.
Mm.
Fascinating people.
Quite honestly, I'm sick to death of them. I spent an entire year worrying about what they were going to do, and I think that's long enough, don't you?
Yes. You were the one to get her confession. Amazing.
Well, I could never have got a conviction if it hadn't been for Scott Baldwin, you know.
I only brought out 2 cups, and I...
Oh.
So here's the third one.
Okay, we'll just leave it right here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh. What is that? It's pretty.
A memory.
A memory. What, like a memento kind?
Yes, exactly.
Oh. Well, I suppose I should pour since I brought this.
You want some milk?
Oh.
Cream?
Oh, Robert, you look better preserved than ever.
Oh. Are you sure you're not Irish?
I'm sure. Lady of the house in?
Oh, yes, she's right here.
She is. How could I miss that?
I wasn't sure that you got my note, and
I got your note. That's the reason I'm here. I just couldn't get around to RSVPing it. That's all.
Good.
And
well, you know everyone.
well,
here.
if I don't, I'm in trouble.
Hi, Robert.
Hello.
Hi, dear. So, did they manage to find the anonymous caller at all, do you know?
No, and you know that we may never.
No.
Commissioner, it's good to see you.
You too, Claudia. How's the polo coming?
Very well. You must come and see the games next Sunday.
Now, that's got to be more uplifting than a drug bust, right?
Robert, would you like a little sherry? Or maybe you'd prefer something a little harder?
How about a shillelagh?
Straighter on the rocks.
Shillelagh, Irish.
I see.
Well.
So, I'm here as company for Claudia.
Well, that makes me feel so much better.
I'm just trying to make conversation, you know.
Oh, look, I just don't understand the Latin type. I mean, all right, where this guy's concerned, I was starting to get a little bit suspicious when he started throwing polo ponies around. Now he's making a move on my ex. I mean, what now?
Move on anybody, for goodness sake. What if you're paranoid?
Yeah, well, if he comes over, watch your hands. You know, these Latin types, they go for the fingers. Look out.
Anna, Robert, please excuse me, but I have a business meeting I cannot postpone.
Oh, that's too bad. Does that mean you won't be able to stick around for the rest of the evening?
No, I don't know how long it will take, you see.
Well, actually, I think that Mary can hold our dinner off till later, and you come back and join us
Maybe
for
you
dinner.
want them to
That's
go.
a good idea,
You know,
I think.
Well,
Styrofoam
I'll try and cut it as
there.
short as possible then.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
then. Bye-bye. See you
Okay,
later.
well, see you later.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Leider nicht zu lange, bitte.
Na, wie
Dieses
gesagt, diesmal bleibe ich vielleicht ganz kurz. Und dann komme ich gleich wieder. Oder ich...
Why can't he speak English
Oh,
like us
for goodness
plebes?
sake,
I mean, what is it with this guy?
Robert,
What?
just hold it, okay? Are you going to be in a snit all evening, or are we going to talk about other things? Now, come on.
We'll talk about it. There's something funny about those ice cubes.
Robert, you're going to have to pay for a new carpet, you know, if you keep walking back.
Should have heard from Donnelly by now.
Don't tell me that you're thinking up an excuse to leave. Look, now that Claudio's gone, I guess you just can't handle the 2 of us all by yourself.
Look, I'll be happy to come back after dinner, but there's a little bit of business I got to take care of. Assuming, of course, that this other party makes their move first.
There's certain business... Do all cops talk like this? Kind of, you don't know who, what, where, when, Why? They just...
It's nice. It's the ambiguous type.
Oh,
Can't you just cancel your business, Robert?
This is a break I've been waiting for months.
Well, you do realize, of course, that you have a whole lot more in common with Claudio than you would care to admit. Both of you making mysterious excuses to go off to these mystery meetings.
No.
Mystery people.
No.
Yeah.
It's not what you think, my dear. Now, I know you don't want to admit it, so I won't say it.
Good. That's great.
But it's not because this guy rides a horse well and plays polo, but there's just something I find off about him.
Right. Okay, not only do you talk in riddles, but you have a suspicious mind, Robert.
It comes with the territory, I'm afraid.
Look, just like good-looking polo players are part of your world, and also Valentino ringers at this point, I'm a little curious as to where you fit into all of this.
Well, hold it right there. Excuse me, can I say something?
If you were...
What is this? Because Katherine travels internationally, you think I live in a cave?
I never said that.
Well,
and I've seen your house.
I feel if we get into hors d'oeuvre throwing here, it'll be all my fault. I've brought you
Katherine,
here
let me
together.
explain something to you about Robert.
Okay.
He loves the stimulation of a good argument. That's why he says ridiculous things.
Well,
Who's being ridiculous?
Well, he's just slightly more noticeable at this hour of the day,
Isn't
that's
this
all.
fun?
Look, this guy, you know, he's only going to be in town a little while. It won't hurt you to be nice to him.
Yeah. An hors d'oeuvre?
I always have contingency plans for situations such as this. True, the men and guns that were supposed to come from the base in the Caribbean island is now closed to us. But that means simply that I go to my other plan, which is the training camps on Manitoba, where our arms and supplies have been stockpiled. The tanker is sailing now. There's plenty of time so that the coup will take place in August. We should not fail.
Domino, so rich, so powerful, so connected with all the powers that matter. If you're so connected, why didn't you corrupt the WSB and preserve your Caribbean camp? It seems that's a simple tactic. We've used it before in my country.
Because nothing is that simple. We have men in place, people in place, but some have been caught and trapped. We must be flexible.
Let me tell you something. You are rich and powerful, but I am richer. All you have is money, and I have an entire great country, all to myself.
Not yet you don't, Maldonado. Not until we engineer the coup that will put you in power.
You thought when you had Frisco Jones hanged, you had rid yourself of your most dangerous enemy. Not so. Because if you fail to deliver the troops and the weapons for the takeover of my country, Domino will understand the true meaning